Hello, and welcome to a review of Fate Apocrypha. But Fate Apocrypha, you ask? I thought you had said we were going to review Queen's Blade Rebellion. Or you thought I was going to review Fate Encore, Last Orders. Well, guess what? Both of those anime are shit. And I was full of Christmas spirit. So why not review Fate Apocrypha instead? And if you don't know why I'm not going by the other Queen's Blade anime, well, that would require me to review 2 seasons that you can't buy in Europe because of fucking copyright laws and goddamn censorship policies. Anyway, without further ado, let's review my thoughts on Fate Apocrypha. Now, originally, I was going to do this all step by step, talk about each character, but then I realized there are 22 fucking people and we don't have all day. So I'll give you the clip notes version of everything you need to know. Right, now in the Fate universe, there's this mage association, right? And they've got this holy grail, it's like a wish-granting device. Now, in order for it to work, they need to summon like heroic spirits. Now, a heroic spirit is either a person from the past or it's a character from fiction. And basically, they need 7 heroic spirits to kill each other before they can get a hold of this holy grail in the mage association. You know they're able to grant a wish. Now, this is the original holy grail. It's not a fake. It's not a corrupted version. In Fate Apocrypha, it's the real deal, you know, coming to Jesus McCoy, 100% Holy Grail. Now here's where things get complicated, right? So like group made this association. Now a dude named Adonik is pretty pissed at the Mage Association. So what he does is he breaks off from them, he nicks the Grail, and he plans to, you know, start his own Holy Grail war. Basically summon 7 servants, have them kill each other, and then make a wish on the Holy Grail. Okay. And due to complications, what happens is that because of a complication, instead of the usual 7 servants being summoned in a Holy Grail war, the Mage Association's like, fuck you, Dornick, and they send their own men in to deal with them, but they all get slaughtered. So after that doesn't work, they like rig the Grail up. So Dornick's family gets 7 servants, and people from the Mage Association get 7 servants. So instead of the usual, you know, 7 people trying to, you know, off each other, it's now double the amount. So like there's 2 factions, each with 14 people, and they're trying to kill the other faction. So you've got the red faction and you've got the black faction. And you're probably thinking, well, this all sounds for personal gain, right? Well, there are a few things going on that are a bit, you know, weird. Like, for example, the Grail, knowing this, it summons someone called a ruler, which is like a referee to keep tabs on the heroic spirits and stuff, because there's too many people, because 14 people isn't a normal Holy Grail, so it needed to maintain order, so it did that. But before I get to the abnormality of it all, I'll just go quickly over that. Now remember, there's 2 factions, the black faction and the red faction, and I'm going to make this review fairly spoiler free, and I'm only going to discuss certain characters I like, or, you know, certain characters I feel the show didn't do justice. But it's still, decent Fate. Fate Apocrypha is decent, but anyway. Right, now the black faction is set up with Dornick and his family. Now his family aren't anything too interesting. You've got the nerd, you've got the overly protective brother, he is the nerd, sorry. You've got his little sister who wants to be a good mage but is disabled, and you know what I mean. You've got the fat old bastard that nobody cares about, and you've got the son of Satan the little boy that I would call the son of Satan because children are evil in anime. But they're feeling nothing but the main man himself, Dornick, right? Now, you're probably thinking a war between 2 factions, you're probably thinking neutrality. Well, here's the thing, Dornick needed funding for all this. So where did he get his funding? From the Nazis, of course. Oh, don't worry, he betrayed them. So you're probably thinking, well, maybe he's not that evil. There's 2 things you should know about one of the main men here, is that he kept his soul alive by murdering people. You're probably thinking, okay, that's a little bit morally grey there. One of the people he murdered was a baby. So, yeah, not the nicest of guys, even though the rest of his family are just pretty bland, to be honest. But they're all, but they're not saying they're clean. They're happy to, like, you know, they create like these homunculuses, you know, which is like a human that has sentience. Basically, there's not much difference. And they're basically just using them to get more magic to kill off the red faction. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention there's also an older sister who's a sadist in the family somewhere there. And so basically, I'd like to say that in the end, all of Dornick and his family get some character development, except for the sadist and the little boy who is the Come of Satan. That's all I'll say about them. And next, you've got the Red Faction. Well, joining the Red Faction, you've got a man that I think his name is Shigo Lion or something. It's really hard with the Japanese and English translations and what they're saying. But to cut a long story short, he's hired by the Majors as a mercenary to join the Red Faction. But when he gets to the Red Faction, he realizes that all the other masters have disappeared, and all that went around to the servants, the heroic spirits that were sung by the Grill, but everybody else in the Red Faction disappeared. There's only one other man there with him, and his name is Shiro. You're probably thinking, Shiro, that's a good, trustworthy name. But then his second name brings him to suspicion. It's Kotomine. And if you know the name Kotomine in the Fate series, you know that's a name you don't trust. Now this Shiro guy, I could tell you his ambitions and his goals, but all I'll tell you is, he's a Christian. You're probably thinking, oh, that's nice. He's a Christian samurai badass, that is. Now that's cool. But as for this Go Lion, can I just say, he's voiced by one of my favourite voice actors of all time, Patrick Sykes. I just thought I'd bring it up. So anyway, you got Shigo and Go Lion in this Red Faction, although they're keeping separate from each other. And just for the record, Go Lion, or whatever you want to call him, just Patrick Sykes, has got a servant of his own. He's got Mordred, who's the saver, which is the most powerful. Why am I bringing it up? Because the two of them are just awesome together. So you got the Red Faction going up against the Black Faction in all-out wars with their servants and stuff. And there were a few characters I liked in Fate Apocrypha. Atalanta, Achilles, and you know, Osikusa Go Lion for obvious reasons, and you know, Emiya Kotomine himself for reasons that I don't want to get into spoilers, but it's very religious based with him, because the rule of that was someone who was Joan of Arc, and he's got a bit of a deal with Joan of Arc, but I don't want to spoil anything. Gets into some dark territory there. He's got a bit of a score to settle with Joan of Arc. He's also got a score to settle with Dornick, which, honestly, I told you about him, Nazi baby murderer. I'm sure it wasn't anything too big a deal. But anyway, like I said, favourite sins would be Achilles, Atlanta, yeah, those two. There are a couple. And Dornick's relationship with Vlad Tepes is interesting. Yeah, that's the servant he summoned. You know, Vlad Tepes, that loving, kind saint from a far-off country in Romania, if you're wondering. For those of you who don't know, Vlad Tepes is kind of known for impaling people a lot. Yeah, nice guy. Sarcasm. But anyway, so that's the characters I liked. What about the characters I hated? Well, like I said, some of Dornick's family is a bit, you know, not very developed. And, yeah, some of the servants in Fate Apocrypha aren't very well developed or explained because there's Jack the Ripper. Now, this was another servant that was meant to be on the Black faction, the Dornick family's faction, but it went AWOL with a woman. Now, Jack the Ripper is dressed like a young girl in a lewd outfit that kills people with butcher knives. You're probably thinking, well, that's just for some weird Japanese, you know, lolly fetish. And you're absolutely right. But here's another thing. It's not the actual Jack the Ripper. It's just evil spirits that call itself Jack the Ripper, made up with dead children. You know, lovely. But Jack the Ripper is one of the characters that's motives isn't explained in Fate Apocrypha. I mean, I know what it is. It wants to be reborn again in the womb. I'm just going to tell you that because the anime never does. Let's see, your character didn't get explained well enough. Oh, Connor. Connor's in Fate Apocrypha, but he has less of an important role in this than he did, because I've seen like the video game Fate Triple C. Now in Triple C, Connor had a lot more character development, and he stuck true to his nature as the god of charity. In this, he just wants to fight someone, a young lad that enters the fray at the last minute named Sig, who makes a deal with the servant Sigurd. Now he was meant to be the main protagonist, and he didn't have much character development, so that's why I've just brought him up now. So there are a few characters that lack character development in Fate Apocrypha, and there are a few characters that have some good character development. It's also got some decent fight scenes, and I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. And you know, Fate Apocrypha is bringing up the question, you know, the biblical question, is mankind worthy of salvation? Should we wait for people to get salvation, or should we, you know, force it upon them? And one character wants to force it upon people. Now, I don't disagree with what he was doing, because honestly, some people are just so fucking stubborn that they need salvation shoved up their ass. But I do feel sorry for him, because nobody told him the consequences of what would happen. If somebody had just took the time to slowly speak to him and tell him how this wouldn't work, he would have listened, but nobody did. He gets screwed over for no reason. So, my opinion on Fate Apocrypha, it's got some decent action sequences, some of the music is nice, it's a decent Fate thing. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Now, next review will be Demon Boobies, I promise, Queensbridge at some point, I don't know when, maybe when I feel like it. Until then, goodbye. I'm probably going to release something else, by the way. Bye!